since this was a networking event. I was like, where did it all start for me? I'm always in these rooms. I'm always connecting with people on this level. And I brought all the way back to my third grade birthday party. And funny enough, I was thinking about it and I looked around the room. I still remember to this day my third grade birthday party, looking around, and there was all these different types of girls there, like down to I had my cousin that was like into like metal, goth, martial arts, and then like the preppy girl at school that was popular, and the nerdy girl, and just everyone you can think of, all different types of personalities. And I remember like giggling to myself a little bit because I'm like, these people would never be in all one room together and be like playing and making friends unless like I had brought them together, just because they just are so different. And then I was thinking, and I was like, okay, that happened in middle school, that happened in high school, that happened in college, and I saw a pattern forming. And now that's what I'm doing today on a bigger scale with Girl-Tivities. So if I haven't met you, my name is Destiny. I'm the founder of Girl-Tivities, which is a social event company for women in the Valley. And I've been hosting events for over 4 years now. And the premise is really all about meeting friends, finding connection, going above surface level. And we do a lot of fun activities while we're doing it. So we do fitness, crafts, workshops, socials, retreats, adventures, you name it, do a little bit of everything. And what I have found that I'm now doing on a larger scale for my third grade birthday party is bringing together people of all backgrounds, all walks of life, all career paths, all ages. And it's so beautiful to see. And I feel like that's kind of what sets us apart as like a social group. Typically, you'll see social groups where, everyone's a runner, or it's Scottsdale Mobs, or, there's something that ties them and links them together, which I think is great. And I think more people need to do that, find a commonality between people, and it's a great way to connect. But we just do things a little bit differently. And most of the girls that meet, they start by learning from each other instead of relating right away. Maybe you will find some common ground at some point, but maybe that's not always the first thing. And a lot of people have asked me over the years, like, do you feel intimidated or threatened by all these other social groups popping up around the Valley? And my answer is always no. There's always room for more community. And I think every community is so unique and special in their own way. And each community leader inspires and attracts their tribe, so to say. And so with that being said, I just feel like what I want to inspire you today is that everyone should create their own community in some form. And it shouldn't be, it doesn't always have to be through a social club or a community event or something along that lines. Like you can think outside of the box, at your local coffee shop that you go to once a week, or your yoga studio, or everywhere that you go in your neighborhood, your gym. Like there is a place that can form community. There needs to be a person to do it. So I would inspire you all to think about that when you're going forward. And your lifestyle shapes who's around you, and the environments you create becomes your network. And I was thinking about that the other day. I'll say that again. Your lifestyle shapes the people around you, and the environments that you create in your life become your network. That's just such a powerful thought to me. So I just want to try something real quick since we are here for connection. I would love for you all to get out of your comfort zone and talk to someone new. We're going to pair up just one other person that you haven't met quite yet tonight. I would love for you to share your name and something that you're building right now. And I want you to go above and beyond. I know we're all ambitious people here, and we're all probably a little bit career focused, as my guess. But I would love for you to share something that you're personally building. So outside of career related, maybe it's a habit, a skill, a hobby, a family. What are you personally building right now? So I'll give you a couple minutes, about a minute and a half each, if you want to share with someone around the room. All right. Thank you all for participating. If I could have your attention back. Yeah. Do you hear me? Clap once. There we go. All right. Thank you all for participating in that. And obviously, we have a lot more time tonight to chat, and I hope you made a good connection. I just want to point out, and hopefully, you experience this. I feel like sharing something a little bit more personal about you can sometimes be a little bit more challenging, but getting past that surface level of what do you do for work or what do you do for fun, even like just getting beyond that, I think is the most powerful way to go from networking to community. And if you meet someone on a professional level, you don't have to know them on a personal level, but I think that it's a lot easier to work with someone that maybe shares the same values as you or is working on similar things or just a little bit about their personal life. I don't know if enough people do that in professional networking settings. So just food for thought there. So yeah, that just basically brings up my point. Like, community, it's not a new style, but I like to say community is the new networking, because I think that we're all slowly transitioning to this new form of really getting to know each other on deeper levels, and more people are open to that because as humans, we crave connection. And as adults, it's even harder to make friends than when we were younger. So a lot of people are now realizing that, getting out there. So again, I'm encouraging you all to build your own community in your own way. And I just want to leave you with 3 takeaways for you to ponder on and start thinking if you want to start building community in your life. Number 1 is create the spaces, don't just attend them. And it's really great you're here. You should attend lots of spaces like this, and you need to do both for sure. But if you really want to create the community in your life, you need to start creating the spaces for people to come to. Number 2 is be the connector and introduce people. So if you see people in your life that, they could mutually benefit by knowing each other, what's stopping you from making that connection? And it doesn't hurt anyone, and it always comes around tenfold, and everyone needs that person in their life. So start being that connector and connecting people together. And then number 3 is being consistent. So community definitely does not grow overnight, as I've recently discovered over the past 4 years of building a female community. It doesn't grow overnight, and it definitely doesn't happen after one event. So you have to keep showing up. You have to create that space for people to return to, for it to feel like a community. So that's about all I got tonight. But I just want you to think about community and how it's really a new way of networking, and how you can go above and beyond next time that you attend a networking event or any type of event like this. And if you are looking for your community and you are a woman in Phoenix or know a woman in Phoenix, would love for you to come over to Girl-Tivities. We have some fun events coming up. In April, we're going to a Phoenix Suns game all together. We already have like 70 women coming to that, which will be really fun. And then April 23rd, we're actually coming back to this space right here, Greenwood Brewery, and we're hosting our relaunch party after I have taken a few months off to restructure, re-strategize after 4 years. So it'll be a really fun event if anyone would like to make it. Thank you all.